Hi, thank you for coming to my second blog. I'm Widower 2024. I appreciate you guys tuning into the channel. I am very, very, very happy with the response to my first video. I appreciate you guys sending out the support, all the comments, all the feedback. It was great. So I really appreciate that and grateful to all of you. Today, what I'm going to talk about is some of the coping skills that I have learned primarily from my grief counselor. So, again, as I've said in my previous video, if you feel that you need grief counseling, you do. So, make sure that you find somebody who works for you and that can provide you with the right steps for your particular journey. One of the things that my grief counselor wanted me to focus on, especially in the early stages, was how you have this love for someone that is no longer available for you to readily express and for you to readily enjoy from them. So one of the things that you have to understand is that that love is still kind of out there in the ether. It kind of still exists because everything that they've put towards you and that you've put towards them is still there. It's still going to last. It's still going to be part of something. And as you develop new relationships and work with your new situation, you have to understand that that still exists and always will exist. It's just a different way that you receive it. You're receiving it through memories, you're receiving it through your thoughts and your interactions with some of the day-to-day things that are going to happen to you. You see a picture hanging on a wall. That's an ability to receive love back from that picture, especially if you were there. Did you take the picture? Were you in the picture with your loved one? And how did you feel at that particular time? Was it a great feeling? Well, re-experience that great feeling. It existed. And that's part of what your partner wanted you to experience. And you experienced that together. So why not re-experience it again? I mean, it happened. There was an expression of love. So go ahead and continue to feel that love remain. And it's just different now. You didn't need to hear that someone loved you every day. And you may not be hearing that again now. But the fact is you knew then it was there. So it's still there now. So that was a very, very important mindset to just kind of reassess how your relationship with the person who passed has just kind of changed. But legitimately speaking, it's still relatively the same. So that was a very, very important piece for me to understand. And it was great. The one thing that you learn once your partner passes is you have these feelings of guilt. You didn't say I love you enough, or for example, Ruth and I for at least a couple of years worked different shifts where I actually would pass her on the road as she was coming home from work as I was going to work. And when you think about those 2 years that we basically spent living, only for the weekend or only for the few hours that we might get to see each other a day, that you start to feel guilty about not spending more time with them while they were around. And that's natural. But just know that, that was just part of making life. That happens to a lot of different people. And it's an unfortunate consequence of life. You can't spend every waking moment with your partner. And, for some relationships, that wouldn't work out well anyway. So you need to assess whether or not that would have been a good thing for you or not. With that said, you just have to accept some of the natural consequences of life, and you can feel guilty about it. Perfectly sane and rational thought process for you to go through. But the reality is that it was what was required at the time. So I wouldn't feel guilty about it for too long. So these are just some of the coping skills that I learned. I think in some upcoming episodes, I'll be talking about support systems. I'll be talking about how they are great for coping skills. I'll also be talking about how to kind of get back out into life as the new person that you are. It's that first time that you go out to a restaurant and you're eating by yourself when commonly, you're not used to that. You're used to asking for a table for two. We'll talk about how to get back out into life and kind of enjoying what you can enjoy, even though you're hurting. So I hope you guys will stick around. Look for some of those future episodes. As always, I'm finding out the YouTube mantra is to ask for people to like and subscribe. For those of you who have already subscribed, I appreciate that. I am hoping to build this channel so that more people can see it, and hope that I can add value to other people's lives. I don't know if I can or can't, but that's all right. I'm liking what I'm doing right now and hope to continue that. But I also am hopeful that in the comments that I'll get some more things to talk about. So if you guys have any questions or concerns or thoughts, please share those in the comments. Again, that's something that's good for the algorithm, as well as liking and subscribing. And I just hope that you guys have a great day. Thank you. Have a good one.